In October 2013, I was a member of a group called Weasels, and also a fundraiser for Weasel Wings Ferret Sanctuary, owned by Susie Riddle. Well, I decided to come up with the idea of sending 2 of my teddies around the world, and people would pay $20 towards the fund for Susie Riddle's Ferret Sanctuary. This is a diary, and a photo diary, should I say, that was sent to me by the ladies that had Yogi and Roux, stayed with them for a while. Yogi was a teddy bear both teddy bears belonged to me. The big one I named Yogi, and the little one, Susie Riddle, named Roux after one of the ferrets that she had in her sanctuary. Anyway, this was sent to me, and I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm now going to show it to everybody. Right, the first page, as you can see, it says on there, a chapter in the saga of Yogi and Roux's world tour, visit to Plymouth, Mass, American's hometown in the good old USA. The next one is like hanging out on Jeannie's front porch, made her first new friends. Well, Yogi, there you can see Yogi and Roux are my teddy bears, and there's Jeannie's cat. And the next, they're holding them up to the sign, which is, it says, the first divided highway in America, savory. Right, this one is the first stop, a place in Savoy Road. Please bear with me if I can't read these properly, but never mind. It's my eyesight. It was such a pretty place. We decided to have a picnic lunch and take a nap. That was fun for them. Right. Daddy, I took what we found, made us homesick. Look what I found and made us homesick. And did you know that Charles's sister is famous in Plymouth, Pebbles? Right. Mayflower 2 and her skiff, Plymouth Harbour. Absolutely fantastic these are. This is a famous Plymouth Rock. We wanted it to play in the sand, but decided to go onto the beach instead. As you can see, there's my 2 teddies, Yogi and Roux. The people that had them were staying with them for 1 to 2 weeks, as I said, and they donated $20 to Susie Riddle's Weasel Wings Ferret Sanctuary, which I came up with the idea, and Susie agreed. It was a brilliant idea. And here we have the Plymouth Beach. Good Gian remembered blankets and flip-flops. The sand is too hot. Was hot. It's this one. This is the Jezebel Holand's house. Some more beautiful places. They went all over the place. This property has been placed National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of Interior. Who knocked on the door but nobody was home? Was there nobody home to make you a nice cup of tea? I don't know. And there they are on the fence by the wheel, the water wheel. There they are in the gardens. There's the water wheel. Now then, can anybody spot where we're hiding? I found them, only because there was an arrow pointing to it. As you can see in the bottom left-hand picture with a little arrow, that's where Yogi and Roux were hiding. The water comes out the back of the mill and flows down a pretty creek. Yes, it does. Some more pictures there. They are, Yogi and Roux watching the water. I don't know whether they don't go for a swim in there. No, because you get washed away. Oh, and now they found some ducks, Yogi and Roux. Right. At the bottom of the creek is the harbour. Oh yeah. Never saw a boat moored up in the air. Wow. Yes, they have some weird things. As you can see, there's Yogi and Roux again. Let's turn it over. So, Burial Hill. Buried Plymouth residents since 1620. Wow. Some more pictures. What fun, we meet the governor. Oh wow, meeting the governor. And them two little babies were enjoying themselves. Welcome to the butterfly house. Oh, Yogi and Roux go to the butterfly house. We had to go and look at the bugs. There you go. There's my two, Yogi and Roux again. There's Yogi and Roux. They've been bought sunshades. Oh, well, protect their eyes. There's another beautiful butterfly there. No trip to Plymouth would be complete without visiting the Ocean Spray Cranberry. Well, true. Yeah. The berries in the vines. Humans wear big rubber jumpers to go into the water to collect the berries. Cool. There you go. Then the truck sucks up all the berries in the water, keeps the berries, spits the water out. Wow, now you know where Ocean Spray cranberry juice comes from and how it's gathered. Brilliant. It's a very old cranberry sorter. It sorts of cranberries by size. Amazing it is, look. All modern stuff, and yet they're using the best. Old stuff is the best. Now they're off to see the local wildlife. Great horned owl and a snowy owl. My two babies get all over the place. Yeah, and there's a beautiful swan as well. Here we are in Situate, old Situate lighthouse. You can gather them two having fun with the sunshades on. It's a black rose. It's very pretty, it is. And Situate, it's a Situate, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, lighthouse. And there, look, there's Jeannie. She's got Yogi and Roux sunglasses on and a hat shade. You've got the visors and flip-flops. Oh my god, to get spoilt rotten. I don't know. We didn't know boats went on land. Well, yeah. I think one of them did lose its anchor. The Irish mossing industry. They didn't give up the ship. No, that's true. They were told not to give it up, and they didn't. Don't give up the ship. This is where they went to Vicky's house and made some more friends. Ah, it looks like they're having a good time there. Yogi, Roux and one of Vicky's babies. There's one of Vicky's babies again. Gorgeous. Oh dear. This was Rocket, who since passed away, which is very sad. The old boys. I think they love playing with my Roux and Yogi. I think he took a fancy to Roux's head. But there you go. And Charlotte and Danny. Charlotte wanted me to stay so badly. I bet Charlotte wanted to stash you more like. Had to find some place to hide. There you go. Yeah, hide behind the doggy statue. Vicky's hometown, Huntington, Massachusetts, Old Ship Church. And that's this. And sitting on the steps. There they are. Just moving closer. There you go. This is absolutely fantastic from the lovely ladies that looked after Yogi and Roux on the World Tour. The Old Ship Bell Tower. Main Street by Independence Day by painting the stripes red, white and blue, which is absolutely brilliant. This was at Huntington Harbour. Daddy, look at that big gun. Yes, you don't want to be playing with that, it might go off you too. But never mind. It was where the boats are supposed to be. Yeah, well, I don't know. As I said, the objective of sending them around the world tour was to raise funds for Weaselwing's Ferret Sanctuary, which I came up with, as I said, the $20, which was sent to them, which actually helped out. And then we've got a ride in a big horse. Yeah, you did. Our last day posing with some new friends on Vicky's Jeep. How we miss you all could come home. Well, wish you all come home with me. Well, yeah. It's a typical summer Sunday in Foreign Hall Marketplace, Boston. Tall ship visiting Boston. And then we go to Pam's house. Pam has Yogi and Roux there helping her out doing some work. I hope you're giving them their couple of their tea breaks, Pam. British tea, never mind. And of course, Yogi and Roux posing, and one of Pam's ferrets photobomb, like, hello, wait for me. As you can see, the world tour bags and things were all made by Pam. And of course, Laurie has also got them for a while. And they're watching the world windmill go round. Right, after about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months into the tour, some of the people that looked after them and had them asked me if I'd received the gifts that were sent for me back to the UK from, well, the tours, little knickknacks and stuff. Well, I said no, because I hadn't, and what they'd said was they sent them to Susie Riddle at the Weaselwing's Ferret Sanctuary to be passed on to me, because at the time Susie was the only person that had my address in the UK. Well, I didn't get any of the gifts, and I actually asked Susie in a message and also a phone conversation about the gifts that were sent to me, and I was told that I was, how was it put? She didn't want negative people in her life. Bear in mind that I'd made stuff out of wood, carving of wood and pictures and all that, and auctioned them for her sanctuary. But anyway, she told me that she didn't want people in her life that are destructive and that people that were ungrateful. And then she basically kicked me out of Weasel's ferret site, and she kicked out a few of the people. Some of them are actually in this book she kicked out of Weasels. Some left, some didn't. But anyway, so basically I lost Yogi and Roux. They are somewhere in the USA. This was 2013 and 2014. I have no idea where they are now. And the items and gifts sent to me by these lovely people, I never received. They got as far as Susie's, so I don't know where they are, and I don't know where Yogi and Roux are. You know, it's just sad, really, that things like this happen when you try and do your best to help sanctuaries out. Anyway, this is actually a fantastic thing that happened. This is a ferret called Blizzard, and Blizzard, as you can tell, has a very nasty lump on her tail. Well, the people set up a fund to raise funds to get Blizzard to have the operation to take it off. And I saw this, and I inquired what the full amount was to actually get the operation done, and as soon as I found out, I sent the full amount straight away so that they could have Blizzard operation done, instead of like raising funds and waiting. I mean, yeah, of course they would have raised it, not a problem, but I thought, well, she's suffered enough, so I decided that I sent the full amount, and Blizzard had the operation. And these photographs is a diary. And there she is, a bit woozy after the surgery. And as you can see, a little bit there, she's got no nasty lump on her tail anymore. And if it's a he, to be honest, I can't remember. Anyway, they took the bandages off, and look at the tail now. No nasty lumps, and the poor thing must have been in agony for ages. But as I said, I just couldn't bear to watch it suffer. It'd already been suffered enough, and as I said, I'll repeat, the funds would have been raised, not a problem, but I thought, well, it's sooner than later, get the operation done. So the funds were sent, the operation was done. Now Blizzard is absolutely overjoyed the fact that that nasty lump's gone. And as you can see, a happy and old lady, and there she is. As I said, no nasty lumps. oops, I'm just trying to turn this last page over. I think it is. And this is actually makes it all worthwhile. I mean, a little note from me. It says, "Thank you for giving me life back to me." Well, you know, it makes you think to yourself, well, you did something right, which I think I did, and Blizzard appreciated it. But anyway, this is the album that was sent to me by some lovely ladies that are in this book. And would I help ferrets again? Of course I would. Would I help Susie's and a ferret and a Weasel Wings ferret sanctuary? No. Because, as I said, the items that were sent to me, they weren't expensive items. They were just little knickknacks that were picked up, but they disappeared. Like Yogi and Roux, my teddies have disappeared. It may sound trivial, but, you know, it would have been nice to be sent back to me, because once I was blocked from weasels and blocked and banned from the Weasel Wings Ferret Sanctuary, I had no way of knowing where they are. And that was, I think, the middle or the end of 2014. Well, as you can tell, it's now 2016, and I've heard nothing back. So I don't know where they are. Anyway, this is absolutely fantastic from the ladies that sent it to me. At least I've got a record of the places they were being before they disappeared. And, of course, of Blizzard. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Please excuse some of my reading, because I suffer from migraines and my reading is not perfect. And thank you very much for looking through this with me.